everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of my 4-part interactive video series. In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 different designs for fidget toys. So let's grab out our scrap balloon bin here and see what we can make. Now, for those of you that are unfamiliar with fidget toys, these are devices that people have on them that they can fidget with. If you've ever seen people go like this with their thumbs, or maybe they're standing in line and they tap on their legs, these are people who use these activities as devices for helping with anxiety. It helps them calm down, or some people use them to concentrate, and it just helps them to have a more productive life. And they're also fun to play with. So let's get into the first design. This first fidget toy is going to be a spinning toy. So you're going to need a 160 and a 5-inch round. Blow up the 160 and blow it up enough so you can make 3 3-finger loops. Just like this. Now I'm going to make a pinch twist on the end, a good size pinch twist, just like this. And now I'm going to break off the extra, making sure to leave a tail, a little bit. And I left a tail so we could tie it into the nozzle, just to make sure it doesn't come undone. Then get your 5-inch round and blow it up so that it sits comfortably in your hand. Then we take the end of our round and attach it into the 3 loops, somewhat loose. So you can see I just lay it up there. And then very, very little tension. I just slowly wrap it around. So you can see there's a little bit of slack. And now we have our first fidget toy. They can hold the balloon here and spin it like that. Now, another very popular thing with fidget toys is texture, having different types of textures and also having different types of pressures. And that's what our next fidget toy is. Get out a 260 and put just a tiny puff of air into it, about 1.5 inch bubble. And now we are going to make a very, very small bubble in this. You want this bubble to be smaller in diameter than this bubble. But essentially what we're going to do is we are going to make a gumball. And to do this, we take this balloon and push it into this bubble. There we go. Now that little bubble is inside. It's kind of marriage twisted, I guess you can call it. And now we're going to find the end of the bubble and squeeze out all the air. So now this bubble is a double-walled bubble. Twist the bubble, and now do the same exact thing. And then we do it 2 or 3 more times for good measure. Now we're going to do it one last time, but this time we are going to push this bubble all the way through to the other side. Just like that. So essentially, we tulip twisted the bubble into here. Now, push the tulip twist back, letting the bubble sit right there, and now you're going to tie a couple of knots right at the top here. Now we are going to trim off the rest of this, leaving about this much at the end. And here we go. The first thing I like about this one is the soft bubble we have at the end here. It's good to squeeze, and it has an interesting texture. The next thing that I like is the hard bubble that we have here. This one is very, very soft, and it has more pressure, so it has a different feel to it. The third thing I like about this is the knots that we have at the end here. Something that's interesting that I like to do is I like to pinch the knots and roll them between my fingers. It has an interesting feel to it. And the last thing that I like about this is the scrap that we left at the end. Sometimes I'll grab the hard bubble here and I'll pull on this, and it's a nice little tension reliever. And there is our second fidget toy. I have one more fidget toy design that I'd like to teach you how to make, and then I have two other designs that I'll show you that you can make on your own. For the last design I'll teach you, get a 260 and blow it up about this much. You don't really need a lot. And for this design, all we're going to make is a whole bunch of 260 pinch twists. Now, this is something that I currently use for Halloween time. I use this exact design as a zombie brain, but I found it makes a good fidget toy too. And there we go. See how it kind of looks like a zombie brain? Or maybe a wad of chewing gum? Who knows? Now, the interesting thing you can do with this to use it as a fidget toy is to hold it like a snowball, just like this, and roll it around in your hands. The balloon itself is soft, but it also feels hard at the same time. And the different bumps and grooves give it a different texture, and it's kind of calming and soothing. Okay, the other two designs I had, I'll get them out for you over here. This design here uses a single 260, and we have 3 pinch twists on the end, laying flat, just like this. And then we have a bubble in the middle, and then we have 3 more pinch twists on the other side. And this is interesting because I can put my 2 fingers here over the side pinch twists, and I can put my ring finger and my thumb underneath. And I can squeeze them all together. This can also be a spinny fidget toy as well. You can spin the pinch twists. Now, this last fidget toy I don't think could get any simpler. All it is 2 loop twists. You're going to use this one kind of like a Chinese finger trap. You put one finger going in one way, another finger going in the other way, and you spin it. If you spin it fast, there's a little less noise, but you know, still baby powder would help. And there you go. 5 quick and easy ideas for fidget toys. If you end up trying these out, make sure you let me know in the comments section below which one's your favorite. I started making these at my restaurants 2 weeks ago, and the favorites of the kids seem to be this one and the zombie brain. That's gonna do it for me for this week's video. Next week, I have a really cool idea for a game that works really well at birthday parties. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.